What happens when America's biggest Middle East project suddenly begins to collapse? Not because of the enemies, but because of allies that refuse to cooperate. Donald Trump's dreaming of expanding the Abraham Accords is facing a powerful resistance across the Muslim world. Saudi Arabia is refusing, Qatar is hesitating, and Pakistan has openly rejected the proposal. And suddenly, Washington's vision of a new Middle East order looks far more fragile than expected. Now, this is no longer just about Israel and the diplomacy. It is more about power, pressure, leverage, and the future of the Middle East and in the Iran-Israel conflict. Well, according to multiple reports, Saudi Arabia and Qatar have not formally accepted Trump's push to normalize relations of Israel. Now, Gulf sources say that both countries are demanding one thing first: a credible path towards Palestinian state. And that changes everything. Almost the whole equation of the war that it was based on. Because for years, the Abraham Accords were presented as a historic breakthrough that could now redraw the regional alliances. Well, under Trump's earlier administration, the UAE, Bahrain, Morocco, and Sudan agreed to establish the ties with Israel. But message from Washington was very simple: economics over ideology. Now, trade over conflict and strategic cooperation over the old rivalries. But now, the regional mood appears to be very, very different. The Iran-Israel war has reshaped the political calculations across the Gulf. Now, public anger over Gaza and Palestine has now intensified, and Arab leadership, well, they are increasingly cautious about the appearing that it is being too close without a visible consignment of Palestinians. And this is a direct challenge to Trump's diplomatic strategy. Well, reports suggest that Saudi Arabia privately told Washington that the normalization cannot happen without returning to Arab's peace initiative. Well, let me simplify it for you. Riyadh is signaling that symbolic agreements or public ceremonies, well, they are no longer enough. However, the most dramatic rejection may come from Pakistan. Well, let me tell you that Islamabad, an American security partner, publicly refused to join the Abraham Accords under the circumstances. Well, Pakistan's defense minister bluntly questioned Israel's credibility and then rejected the normalization that clashes with Pakistan's ideological opposition. And yet, to add to this creates a fascinating contradiction. And at the same time, Pakistan is rejecting Trump's Israel proposal as well. Now, Washington is reportedly relying on Islamabad, just on it, as quiet diplomatic bridge is ongoing on US-Iran negotiations. With that, Trump himself has praised Pakistan's military leadership and mediation role multiple times. So tonight, America needs Pakistan. Let me be very clear. Even while Pakistan openly defies America on Israel, that reveals that the real geopolitical story is unfolding behind the headlines. The United States wants a grand regional reset. Yes, Trump wants a diplomatic legacy. Israel wants a wider recognition in the Muslim world. But Gulf nations, they all are increasingly linking each of the negotiation back to Palestine. And with Iran growing more influential after the regional conflict, Muslim countries now appear less willing to accept American pressure without any major political concession.